Yeah, this is big news, but I already knew it. You know what I'm saying? And it just confirms that the president from the United States of America has been getting away with this for a very long time. And in 1994 in New York, where Epstein in the Manhattan penthouse or somewhere like that, there was a 13-year-old girl that said that she was promised a modeling career and she was promised money, and basically she was forced to have sex with the president of the United States of America, even tied up and treated in ways that basically just say that she was turned into a sex slave, not willingly, but forcibly. And the president of the United States allegedly had sex with her multiple times. This happened in 1994. But the accusations has resurfaced, and she wants to see him be charged and also pay for it. And also her and her family want justice for what he did to her at that age. I'm gonna try to keep it as clean as possible. I don't want my channel to get deleted, but this is the allegations and accusations. And as you can see, I put the information there so y'all can read it if y'all feel like reading. I don't want to read it because it's sickening, but I have to bring the right information out. I'm not gonna sit here and bring any type of fake information to fool people or not let people see what's really going on. And this is not the only victim that has come forward for multiple years. There's been a lot of victims that have come forward and that said the same thing about the president of the United States. How true is it? It's still so much more to find out. But there's a reason why he didn't want the Epstein files to come out. We know now why. He was hiding because he knows pressure was building, and they were gonna look at him and be like, hold on, if you're the president of the United States and you don't want justice for these victims, why you're not presenting and letting the White House come out with these files that have been hidden from us for so long? Once the files came out, his name are all over the files. They're everywhere. Letters, victims claiming that him and others, participated in these nasty acts and in these allegations and accusations that they confirm. But I have to say allegedly that the president of the United States, along with Epstein, they participated, conducted, and even was a part of. How many other more victims are out there that are afraid to come out, that don't want to come out because they feel that they might be harmed or their families might be harmed, or even worse, you know what I'm saying, be taken out? But I can't say anything. All I could do is just bring out the news and say that this is the president that people chose. This is the president that you put in front office. That's why I don't vote, because the government is just as filthy, as conniving, as devilish, and as evil as the so-called people that they proclaim that are in the streets are. These are the people that put the laws together. But remember, it's not the ones that you see that put these laws to have a standard and to be put in place. It's the government officials, the powerful ones that you don't see, that are the most dangerous ones. They just use the president and the Congress and senators and all that as a puppet. You know what I'm saying? So they basically do their dirty work without the powerful people being touched, being seen, or even have anything to do with what they put on standard, what they put as laws, and how they break them to remake them, to refix them, to abandon them, to then, want to make a difference But when it's too late, it's too late. And my, you know what I'm saying, respect and also condolences, you know, go out to the victims, even though none of them died, but as in respect goes out to them, because it must be hard dealing with that. It must be hard knowing that people that the United States should trust as the leader in the front office, the commander-in-chief, and those that are with him in his campaign, organization, or within the White House are to be trusted, but instead they're evil and conniving and very devilish people that permit these type of acts. But when allegedly someone else out there is accused of this, they throw the key away, don't give them a fair trial, and especially if you ain't got no money to afford no lawyer. I read upon this, and there's almost a 50% of people that get charged with these charges are innocent people. They never catch the right people. And I'm talking within the United States itself. They just go ahead and catch anybody just to say that they got anybody just to get a conviction. You know how bad that is? And I guarantee you right now, in the United States, there's a big percentage of people that haven't committed their crimes. People that are innocent, that are sitting in jail right now because of what the law implicated them, or what the law say that they did, or how the law say that they're guilty of a charge that they didn't do. But just to get a conviction, this is what they do. The President of the United States hasn't been, accused once. This man has been accused by almost 30 different women. But because of the power and because the government doesn't want you to find out the truth, they hide it. You know what I'm saying? They don't make it public. They make sure that they change the narrative and they change the perspective, so the truth won't be revealed or told. And especially the people that did it. Because if it's shown of the people that did it, then the people are going to start looking at the government different. They're going to start looking at politicians different. They're going to start looking at Republicans or Democrats or anything within that party different. But you see, this is a man that has been accused so many times of it, and he gets away scot-free every time. He's never put in a situation where he goes to jail or he goes to prison or he's faced up with these charges. As y'all can see through this man's, disputes with these allegations, he had to pay, I think it was one or two women, a couple of millions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? So it further tells you how messed up the government is and how disgusting and filthy this dude really is. And for those of you who trust this man, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. You know what I'm saying? And especially those that got daughters and nieces and granddaughters and cousins that are girls. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, when is justice going to be served for these victims? I could understand if it was one. I know women like to do that to men to get their bag or stuff like that. That's understandable because it's seen through athletes, through actors, and a lot of people that got money. You know what I'm saying? But 30-something? Come on, man. It's time to wake up, y'all. It's more than just a coincidence, and I don't believe in coincidence, but come on. It's time to face reality and face facts and get away from this matrix and stop defending this man. This man has a history of this. Imagine all the innocent people right now that are faced up fighting for their life, fighting for their freedom, and fighting for justice for them that don't even get that. Imagine how they must feel being in a jail cell all day, 22, 23 hours a day, only 1 hour to take a shower, only a couple of hours to be out, still locked up in their dome, and gotta call collect their families and shit like that and write letters, missing birthdays and holidays and anniversaries while this man is enjoying all that. Just think about them people for a minute. And for nobody to understand that there's a lot of innocent brothers and even sisters out there paying for crimes that they never committed, I got something to tell you. There's a lot of them in the United States of America. But this man is walking away scot-free. This man doesn't even get a pinch of even going to jail or doing any time. When are innocent people are going to get the justice that they deserve? When are the victims that accused allegedly the president of the United States are going to get their justice? Never, maybe. He's just probably going to get another slap on the wrist. Don't do it again. This is the shit that, man, that's why I don't trust America, man. That's why I don't trust America for nothing. Look at this young brother in Florida. He was feeding the homeless people. You know what I'm saying? He was doing it, you know what I'm saying, for his grandmother because he liked to look out for his grandmother, and she did that for years. He was feeding the homeless people, look out for homeless people, and police grabbed him, they snatched him and accused him that he was robbing cars and robbing people. This man lost months. His son's birthday, his mom's birthday, his wife's birthday, his daughter's birthday. And then they let him out scot-free when they found out that the dude that did it actually turned himself in. This man lost all that time with his family and birthdays and holidays and get-togethers because they wrongly accused him of crimes that he didn't commit. And then they just let him go. Oh yeah, we sorry. You know what I'm saying? You didn't commit this, so we just gonna let you go. When the actual suspect turned himself in. So that's why I'm telling you, they just get anybody who they want, they get a conviction, and they throw away the key. Look at the officer that killed the young lady, the Ebony sister, because she called them because there was an intruder in the house. He killed her and only got 20 years. That would have been a black brother or a Latin brother that would have gave him life. They would have thrown away the key. I know it has nothing to do with this, but this is what I'm talking about. The privilege and the slap in the wrist, don't do it again, that certain people get. No disrespect to my white brothers and sisters. No disrespect at all. But that's just the way it goes in the United States. If God was to say, you know what, let me open up the books and let me show the world how many innocent people are in, man, the United States will have a broken heart. Everybody's soul will be broken. But the president of the United States is allowed to get away with this. He's allowed to continue, allegedly, to continue to behave in this manner, to behave in this predatory way. And even in the eyes of the law, he is still considered a good man. He is still considered the commander-in-chief that rules the front office. Man, I just don't see it, man. It's disgusting, man. But you know what? I'm going to go ahead and just finish this video. Y'all go ahead and hit me up and tell me what y'all think about this, because this is disgusting, man. It really is. And I believe that all the victims to who it really happened to, they all deserve justice, and they all deserve to see this man behind bars, because if they give him a slap in the wrist, he's gonna get away with it again. So just like they did P. Diddy, just like they did Epstein, just like they done to so many others, let's hold this man responsible for what he's done to these victims as well. Man, it don't matter if it's a commander-in-chief or the president or whoever it is. If it is what it is, and this man committed these charges and allegations, allegedly, he should be held responsible, and he should be guilty, and he should be given fucking time, and the keys be thrown away, because the law is just decided to throw the key away. and all these allegations away. Like, oh, he's the president of the United States. He would never do this. And as you can see, Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton are being charged as well. So come on, man. Y'all go ahead and hit me up on my comments and we'll go from there. All right, y'all. Peace.